Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Walk the Dogcast with Matthew Mullins. Episode 21. Flap those wings, geese boy.
21. Can you do something for me?
What
What's
what
happening?
what'd you do for your 21st birthday?
I actually remember this. Me and my dad and my mom, we went to to a play called Frankenstein. Maybe you've heard of it. It
I
was really good.
didn't know it was a play. That makes sense. Um,
Yeah, and then afterwards we went and had one Bud Light, and then we went back to the house and played Batman Arkham Knight.
let's go. Now,
Happy 21st birthday.
was that your first Bud Light?
Uh No, I probably, I've had the moon. By this time, I've had the moon dog or
Mad
the
Dog?
whatever they call, yeah, the mad dog. I've had other things that I didn't really need, but we did have one beer at a bar, and I remember thinking, getting that bill and going, $5 for a beer. This ain't my life.
Oh,
This ain't it.
that's actually crazy because it's probably still $5 for a Bud Light.
That's fair. That's fair. What did you do for your 21st birthday?
Well, G2 Jake's a good old boy. So we were gonna go up to Dave and Buster's, um, about an hour away from where I live. It was kind of new. Wow, 15 years ago. Um, and leaving my road, old country road, there's a big hill you come up and then it flattens out. So I don't know. I'm doing 45. Stupidest 25 there is. And you know what was at the top of the hill waiting for me?
Uh-oh.
Got myself a speeding ticket. Celebrate my
Yeah.
birthday.
Wow. What a birthday. They couldn't give you a break on your birthday.
No, I no, and I don't know.
What
What are you gonna
a
do?
what a move, boy.
That was not a suggestion at that time.
But you don't want to say nothing because you might get one like Toaster and he'll rip that windshield out and have you out of the car in one hand.
Well, I'm a 21-year-old kid, and I'm just, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I've driven this road every day for how long, and there's never been a cop sitting there. And
I
boom.
tell my wife every day, it's always the time you don't think about. We
Yep.
were going to the zoo not that long ago. She was just, la, da, 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 da. I mean, having a good day.
Oh, while she's driving.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
did she get a ticket for that?
Need for Speed, bro. No, she was
Oh,
going.
I thought you were saying she was up here playing on her phone.
Oh, she was, but bro, that's not illegal anymore. People do that every day now, right? I
Don't
mean,
do
I
it.
don't know. I mean, that's just, I
That
don't
is
know.
funny. Well, I'm gonna sidetrack you. I saw a meme the other day. It was like, just raw dogged a 3-minute drive to the gas station. No YouTube shorts, no Instagram reels, no Twitter,
Oh, yeah.
no phone. 3 minutes, just me and the road.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I have gotten to where I start my content before I move. If I'm going to call Rich on my way to work, I ring Rich right when I buckle up. Does that make sense? So
So,
I'm not moving.
so you're
Huh?
good. You don't get on your phone while you drive.
I try not to, but I am guilty of it, of
Conscious.
course.
It is hard.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm on my phone all the time. That's too much, too much. So I would say I'm lying to you, but I try. I say I'll try.
Do you want to reveal your screen time at this time?
Heck no.
Okay. Just throwing it out there, giving you the
Well,
opportunity,
I just got a new phone, so it would look pretty dope.
but it would still show how long were you on your phone yesterday.
Oh, it would. Oh,
That's
well,
what I'm
dude, I
talking.
worked on stuff that we can't talk about right now yesterday, so that is not fair.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I'm working.
Yeah.
At 6.5 to 8 hours of screen time, I'm working.
I never said okay,
Testing.
I'm projecting. There
I'm
we go.
just reading the Discord. I'm not even responding. I'm just reading it. Just keeping up to date.
Oh my gosh. Let's not.
Letting the
Those are
messages pile up on the side. I see Jake online. Why ain't he message me?
That's fair. Well, I used to think that. Now I kind of understand. Now I do understand.
So did your wife get a ticket?
No, no, we did not get a ticket.
Hold over.
Hey, bro, we get pulled over. Yes, sir. No, sir.
What do you do? Flash your federal ID?
Ten, no, two hands on the wheel. How are you today, brother? Here's the information. Thank you so much, homie. Hope you be safe out there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Very respectful. Dude, if there's one thing I know about law enforcement, they don't get paid enough and they're overworked, homie. And that's just my opinion. I see it every day. So
Yeah.
we could get on that, but I would rather not yo-yos. How are
Yeah.
you, bro? You shipping 1,000 yo-yos?
Um, I'm out of boxes, so I kind of, I do the Jake thing.
Are
Uh,
you serious? You're out of G2 boxes?
yeah.
Bring the Insprised back, please.
Well, no, they were already ordered. They were supposed to ship last week.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So yeah,
That
they're
kind of makes sense that you're ahead of the curve on that.
yeah. I mean, well, I would have liked to get them here a little earlier so I didn't run out, but it's just a
So
storage issue as well. I don't
when
want.
are they scheduled to be in?
I don't know. I'm gonna text the guy today and see if he shipped them last week or not. Uh,
Nice.
so I'm probably just gonna have to get some blanks, which is fine, but was trying to avoid that.
That
Um,
sucks that you're gonna have to do blanks on the goose uh
I
order.
would say, yeah, blanks on the goose if, yeah, blanks on the goose because I want to ship them this week or next week. It's already Wednesday, so probably not this week. So next week, want to ship them, got to ship them. Um, yeah. What were
Okay.
you gonna ask about shipping what?
Fast, 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 fast. Well, let me ask you a question then. I mean, I know we're way off here, guys. Howdy, welcome to the episode. I don't know how long we've been in here, but so the
Now
thing
the
that I've
sponsor.
been, yeah, well, I
Not gonna get
know
paid, dude.
we're gonna get there. We're bro, gonna get paid maybe someday, right?
You want to keep the lights
Um,
on?
so the thing that I'm working on has spoilers in it. Since you're talking about shipping them so fast, should I wait or should I put it out beforehand?
I think you drop that whenever I say I'm sending invoices.
Okay, perfect.
What do you think?
Listen, no, I don't think nothing. I hope you like it. It's in your inbox. I sent it at 12:30 in the morning. Why haven't you read it yet, Jake? Oh my God. What have you done between 12:30 in the morning and right now? 7
Mostly,
7 hours.
mostly slept, woke up, went
Oh,
for a run, just fed my kids breakfast and came down here.
sounds like a bunch of excuses. I'm just joking. No, I really did used to think that. And I know we've talked about this 100 times on this podcast, but there's a huge difference between your personal Facebook and your business. People hit you up on Facebook. It's not realistic that you're going to hit them back. And if
Uh,
you don't understand that, we're so sorry. But we have children, families, lives, jobs.
So here's part of the back and forth. I am gonna eventually hit you back. I try to block
Fair.
time for actually messaging, like answering messages, because the access is very different. And I like that. That's what G2 is built around, right? There's no really other company that's I would say there's no other company, one man show that is also the face the way that I'm the face and out there making content. There's nobody else doing it the same way. So you feel like there's a friendship being built between me and
Absolutely.
me and the viewer. And today's age, you just reach out on social media. So you're going to send me a Discord message, you're going to send me an Instagram message, and you're going to see that I'm online on those platforms. But I just don't answer all the messages right away. I don't read all the messages right away. I kind of block it off, and I'll go through a big block. So that's the hard part. I'm thankful that people care enough that want to message you, right? It's not always needs. It's sometimes it's, hey, thank you. I love this yo-yo. And just building that connection because they're getting so much Jake that they're building a friendship without, I'm not watching content of you. So it's a little weird. Like if, like I watch content creators and if you build this halfway friendship, like, about their life. Um, but they don't actually know about your life a little bit. So,
Right.
and to be like a normal business where you have customer support or it's just email that's answered, that doesn't necessarily work for G2, and I don't want it to. I don't want to be a direct, corporation like that. I don't want to be you know, just like a strict business. I enjoy the individual interaction. customer service is hard, it's draining, but also I want to be the person that is doing it, good or bad. I don't think somebody else can answer a lot of the questions that I do answer to people and build that relationship. Um,
I always feel like I get the same questions and they're not annoying, but they're like, I don't know. So,
well,
well,
here's the
and that
one I'll give you. The questions I get. People will just send me a picture and say, "What model is this? When did it release? How many was there? And what colorway is it?" And it's kind of like, well, I don't really know. I could do all the research maybe and find it the same way you could. And it's that makes sense. Hey, I made it. I probably know, or I might know. I have a good chance of knowing, but in reality, I really don't know all that information without trying to look it up on the drops page or whatever. Um, so that's those are the ones that are you get. I would say like, I don't. What's the best way for me to reply to this? Do I go through and try and help them, or do I just say, hey, this is a B18 and I'm not exactly sure I remember how many made or colorway. Best bets this G2 drops Instagram page.
I always tell people Jake don't know.
Well,
Pay,
I don't
well, yeah. And I mean, I mean, I mean, once again, that's something when I came in new, I could not have fathom, but bro, you make a lot of yo-yos. So it's hard for you're not, there's no way you're going to remember every colorway. There's no way you're going to remember
I
how
think
many of them they were. Oh my gosh. So,
I think if I was
um,
focused on just that and somebody else did the other operations, I would have a better grasp on remembering colorway names and like how many right off the rip and then changes of designs. Like I forget changes of designs. Like if you asked me original Pelican to the P19 to the titanium Pelican, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look for the videos or the posts that I made to refresh myself. So that's, a small portion of why I make the videos is for historic purposes.
also the Patreon search feature is really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of situations where if I have
Kind of hidden.
questions about it, I can hit that up.
It's kind of hidden too, like that you can search, like, but it does a good search for the post. But you can
The
search on the website too, and that's one of those aspects of I need to make the conscious effort to do. Like I did the Grove Guardian was posted, and I'd like to do that for almost every drop. I don't know if I can do it for every Loadout Tuesday. Just put those in the releases tab, but new drops definitely there should be posts on the website for changes of yo-yos. Like there should have been a workhorse post. There should have been a original Druid post with the details. Um, but yeah,
today's
feel free
episode,
to message me. I don't know when I'm going to get back to you, but yes, I do want to build that connection, and I will do my best to help you out. But I take weekends off of trying to do customer service stuff. So I don't. It's not I'm not ignoring you, but I literally will just not click on Discord messages because I don't want a message that says you need help with this order or whatever, and then I clicked the message. So now I'm going to forget to come back to it when I'm working again on Monday on those types of things. And that's also muddy because I work on the weekends, but I also don't want to be held like expected to answer customer service stuff on the weekends.
for sure. Well,
And I'm doing it with a single business man.
y'all can message me, but I don't have a clue. But I'll talk to you. I'll say hey.
I mean, I do my best, man, to try because I spend, like I just told you, my screen time. I do my best to, I'm trying to transition to put the phone down and you're either doing the thing on your phone and do it or spend the time with my kids. Don't do both because otherwise then I'm just sitting next to my kids scrolling on my phone and I'm not really with the kid and I'm also not fully doing something on my phone productive. So I'm trying to make that decision of do one or the other and just do it.
Bro, we all need kid time. We all need family time. So you ain't got to explain nothing to me. But I do think, so another, I mean, I am always, I really do try to make myself available, especially to everybody. If you need, like, I'm always there to just talk G2. If you just want to talk G2, obviously customer service issues I really can't help with, but I could usually answer like the basic questions, like,
If it's about a mongoose,
do what?
especially if it's about a mongoose.
Probably not. But yeah, so another question I get all the time is what are the specs? And I want to say real quick to that, go look at the master file. They will have your specs on there.
So Yes, there's specs on the master file and slowly getting it to the website. But if you're somebody newish to G2 or somebody that wants the specs on something, you probably don't know about the master file.
That's
Like
true.
you
Well, go
gotta
find the master
get
file.
in, get your feet wet. You're up to your knees, maybe even your waist in G2. Now you know, whoa, there's a master file that has all this information for all these yo-yos made. How professional. They have a shareable Excel spreadsheet with all this instead of, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Like, you're
whatever. It
yeah.
works. It works.
So
The
that's
Yo
I need
index
that
also.
Tennessee.
Two things you need to go look for if you are a new G2 person right now. The Yo index in the
That is so
Discord.
cool.
Go find that right now because you're going to be able to look at whatever model you want. So I want a Mongoose AL6. I can go look through any color that Jake has released, and it's probably going to tell you how many was done. But there are holes, of course. This is newer technology, but still use it to your advantage. Number two, the master file. You need the master file. Tory Wiggs. I know a lot. I don't know everybody else that did it, and I'm sorry if I'm being disrespectful to the people that came before us. But to anybody that
It's
put
the
work
bulk.
into
There
it,
has been people helping fill in holes, but and they did a huge amount of work to get it off the ground.
yeah.
Also, if you're watching Walk the Dog podcast, you know about these things.
Fair. Okay. Today's episode is sponsored by Nico Gladys, the beautiful, the sexy, the handsome Nico Gladys. And he is looking for the Guardian Grove. I think that's the colorway Druid. He wants that bad boy.
It's a good one.
So, and he's looking to do about anything for it. So hit him up, ladies.
He does jujitsu.
That means he's flexible, dog.
All right, so Nico, but yeah, Yo-Yo Dex, that thing's incredible. I hope it continues to get better and work out. Yeah, like you said, you type in Mongoose, you see everything that's been imported from Mongoose. Um, and I don't know if the master file has been updated in the last year.
Oh, surely it has. Oh, I saw it in my file the other day. Wiggs, Wiggs authored it on the 19th. So
Okay.
whatever you did on the 19th, Wiggs did.
Um, Nico, Blind
Love them.
Five sponsor.
Okay,
Thank you. We've got fruits today, Matt.
let's ride.
Fruits.
Let's ride.
Now you can think of this. How do you want to do this? You want to do this real, the actual fruit, or do you want to do fruit flavored, sparkling Walmart water?
I'd rather do real fruit. I like fruit.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Next one up, watermelon.
Number one.
Number one. That's a good choice.
Number one,
Now,
bro. Just cut that bitch in half. I'm gonna eat it. That
going
makes sense.
spoon or what?
Huh?
Going spoon? How you eating it?
Oh yeah, spoon or fork, dog. Me and my
You don't cut it up.
son. What?
You don't cut it up first. You don't cut it into cubes.
No, bro, it turns into a bowl as you eat it, and then you go dump it, and then it's still a bowl. It's unbelievable, bro. I swear to
Hey,
God, it is.
so you cut this watermelon in half. You have this giant bowl, and you really do just you hold it and
Put it in your lap, dog. It's like,
yeah, but it gets so juicy if you don't cut it up and like then take the cubes. No. What?
bro, you're holding a bowl that thick. It's not gonna get on you. You're
No,
not
but
gonna,
when you scoop it out, it doesn't cut nicely unless you're gonna cut it in the cubes first.
bro. It doesn't need to cut nicely to go
Okay.
inside of you.
I don't know if I believe.
Number one, baby, give me watermelon or
Are you
give me
going
death.
seedless or no?
Do what?
Seedless?
I don't care. Seedless
Oh,
seeds.
do you eat the black seeds?
Well, yeah, I have been known to.
Really?
I feel like I'm revealing some weird sexual fantasy or something,
I
but
don't even
yeah.
want to ask you the rest because if you're eating the black seeds in the watermelon, your ranking doesn't matter.
Okay, well, that's fair. We No, I love dude,
Haven't you
watermelon
seen that
is
Rugrats episode?
I love the Rugrats. Are we talking about the show?
Yeah, they eat the watermelon seed and then they get the watermelon
Oh, that's
stone.
true. Yes, I'd absolutely remember that episode. Um, no, that's never happened. I've been doing that my whole life.
They don't
I
taste
don't
good either,
well, you don't, bro. The only time you eat a seed is if you're taking it down with other watermelon. It's not like you taste the watermelon.
but you
It's
crunch.
not like you taste the seed.
Are you not chewing the watermelon?
Yeah, I'm chewing it to a point, dog.
Okay. Hey, listen,
Bro,
my brother
get
used
it
to not,
done. Get
he,
it done.
he didn't chew spaghetti. He just would swallow the spaghetti.
Who did?
My brother, right down the gullet.
She's praying for him,
And
dog.
maybe
That's
two crunches.
that's too long of a food to do that to.
All right.
Just
Fruit
saying.
number two,
All
apple.
right. Number three. I love apples. The variety. Granny Smith, red, cedar. I don't know what else. What other ones?
Yellow is probably my favorite. The Fuji's incredible. They got all kinds
Pink lady.
they got all kinds of hybrids now. If they could figure out
Hybrids.
how to get rid of the seeds in the apple, then we'd really be cooking.
I love apples. I love apple juice. I love apple sauce. I love apples.
Now we're gonna go a little qualifier on this one, the orange, but we're going clementine, the little baby one that you can
These
just
are these are my favorite or my
out the
kids'
seed.
favorites. These are my kids' favorites. I'm gonna go five. They're just annoying.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah,
You got
because you got to peel them, dog.
okay.
And then by the end of it, your finger smells like you've been up a lemon's ass. So it's not, or an orange's ass. I'm good, bro.
Pineapple.
Pineapple, number four. I prefer it. This is shows the white trash in me. I always, growing up, we didn't have like I don't remember my mom bringing a pineapple home. Does
Yeah,
that
you
make sense?
have money.
Y'all didn't?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, we always ate it out of a can growing up. Now my wife will
Yeah,
buy a
that's so good. The
pineapple.
rings and the syrup, the full ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
See, my wife now she'll bring a whole pineapple home, and it's like that is not the way you eat a pineapple. You buy it in a can with the syrup around it.
I like both, but my,
That's fair.
my biggest issue with the pineapple is the prep work.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
it's the worst.
And that's why, once again, I'm going to lean on watermelon number one here. In the past weeks, people have really said that I was wrong on some of these top
Well,
fives.
if you're just going prep work, apple's the best. You just got to wash it.
Okay, well, that's fair. But watermelon, you just split it in half. You got a bowl. There is
I
your
think
bowl.
you're on your own there. Like, I don't
I
like
don't think so.
prep too because I'm cubing it, putting it in the container for the kids, or I'm putting it in the pizza slices. So you grab the rind.
Bro, my wife tries to do that. Y'all are just making life harder. You're adding three steps for no reason. It's a bowl that thick. Anyway, let's go. Let's go.
They're not eating the whole bowl though. You know what I mean? We can't come back for it later.
Step up your game, gross kids. You better start smashing some watermelon.
Fifth option here, strawberry.
Number two. Well, definitely a number two. My favorite. I love strawberries. So do my kids.
Tom Brady 12 says don't eat a strawberry.
Well, I should listen to TB12. That's why he's got more championships than I got. Okay.
Strawberry is a good one. I don't
I
know.
had I
It's
had strawberry ice cream last night.
so good.
It's hard to keep this physique, but
I'm gonna talk
thank
about some ice cream.
sure. What kind do you have?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah, I do. I do want to know.
Wookie cookie.
Ooh, tell me about that.
Flavor to
What?
be. So we had not T-ball, coach pitch game last night.
Yeah.
Little JG3 out there catching a ball in the outfield. So Coach Jake said, somebody catches the ball in the outfield, I take you for ice cream. So I took the team for ice cream last night. And Wookie cookie flavor of the week. It is oatmeal cream pies, all separated into
Oh,
vanilla custard, and it's incredible. So it's
that sounds
like
good.
cookies and cream, but it's Wookie cookie. It's oatmeal cream pie instead of the Oreo.
Wookie cookie.
Hmm.
I like that. That's awesome. That sounds like some bougie. That sounds like some bougie ice cream. I had strawberry.
Hmm. I
Oh,
like it,
so
but I like it with the Neapolitan. I need a little vanilla with it, a little chocolate with it. You know,
it's my wife got something called waffle chips, which is waffle cone that broke up into what looks like chips,
hmm.
and they pour ice cream and all kinds of fancy stuff on it. It looked delicioso.
But you just had strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, and my son went with orange sherbet, and I'm I'm not gonna lie, between me and you, it was a proud dad moment because that's my favorite. I was like, that's my boy. It's already weird enough that he goes around asking people about if they know what the Pack Storm Goose is that isn't in the yo-yo community.
Hey, they should know.
Dude, last week my son got in the car with my mother and my stepfather, and he asked my stepdad, Papa, do you play with a yo-yo? Are you good with a yo-yo? And he goes,
Lay it down on the
no.
wall.
My son's out here checking to see if dad's normal. He's starting to realize.
He was establishing your dominance. Are you good?
No,
My
no, I
dad
think
is.
he sees, I think he's seeing some things. I think he's going, well, for one, I know his IQ is way higher than mine because of his mother. So I think he's already adding things up here.
Hmm?
Like, oh, dad is a little restarted. So,
Um, have you seen the thing going around the one versus 100?
no.
Okay, so who's going to win?
Okay.
One silverback gorilla or 100 unarmed men?
That monkey is winning, bro.
There's 100 of them. Do you think he'd be tired?
No, I think he would rip your limbs off.
But
Tired,
yeah, don't
bro,
how
tired.
many limbs can you rip off before you're like tired and then the next 25 humans can just take you down?
I don't think that's how that's going to work. I think that he's going to violently kill everyone quickly. Quickly, my friend. Unarmed? Oh my God.
I
At least give him a knife.
think I'm taking 100 because it's 100. A
I don't
hundred.
know, bro. Have you ever watched Planet of the Apes? They
That's the one of the great movies to fall asleep to because it sucks.
to fall asleep to. Jesus Christ.
My dad will watch that. And we've talked about the Star Trek. He had terrible, 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 terrible choice in television.
Bro, I love Star Trek. The Next Gen, me and Mr. Gross, we spend an afternoon. We ain't talking. So, yeah,
Uh,
dude.
but you really think one gorilla is going to take down a hundy?
Dude, y'all saw what they did to Harambe. Rest in peace.
That is like he is huge. So you've got to think this gorilla is at least the size of 3 to 5 grown men.
Yeah. Bro,
Uh,
I would not want to be one of those 100. Let me just say that. If you're taking the 100, I don't want to be one of them.
yeah, that's part of it too. Is you got to have like what's the mental on those 100 men? Like you could quickly be down to one versus 25.
If it's if it's Brock Lesnar or something like that, then I might maybe. But I mean, still though, you're talking about
I just don't know that he can take out 100.
that gorilla would have to sense fear though. If it sensed fear, I think it would be completely
So you got this 100 man circle closing in on you. So it's really
there's
going to be
no
30 and it's going to be 3 men deep and they all have to attack at the same time.
there's no care for life either by that gorilla. Just so you know. Anything
The humans have to have it too.
well,
Because if you, or otherwise you're not going to make it.
I don't know, brother. I just don't think that's gonna go like people think.
I think 100's too many. I think fatigue at some point will set in.
On that monkey's part,
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro. I've seen the Planet of the Apes. I've seen all seven of them. The Great Caesar, he leads the people. So if that and Caesar was a chimpanzee, not even a gorilla. Does that make sense? He was a chimp, a
Talking
scholar,
about Planet of the
an
Apes.
archaeologist. What?
Talking about Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Be sure not to bury your reputation out there, doctor. That's what the good Dr. Zayas said. So keep that in mind.
All right, let's talk
All
yo-yo.
right.
How much time you got?
Um,
7:36.
yeah, I got about 20 minutes.
All right. We won't go 20. Um,
Okay.
big news in the yo-yo world.
All right.
What am I gonna say?
Emmet.
Emmet.
New team member.
Yeah, not well, not even like just perfect fit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you've seen Emmett's style.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I'm sure I know that y'all saw Emmett way before I did. I don't know where I saw Emmett for the first time. But I put him on bangers. So we could probably historically go back and see that. But dude's style is redonkulous. So, um, and when I say style, I don't mean just his yo-yoing, like his style, like the way he carries himself. Um,
There's
Pretty
a
impressive. So I'm thankful.
yeah, he's slick. Just kind of just perfectly just came together. We'll see how everything works out for what he wants from it, what G2 can get from it.
Sure.
Uh, but Mike found him on TikTok
Perfect.
and he's talked to him, sent him a loadout, and then
Maybe it was Mike that did send me his info.
maybe Mike definitely found him and sent him a loadout. And then Emma's like, "Holy cow, what have I been missing out on?" Right? And which is basically what he told me when we talked. Um, but he has a following in a slot that he is hidden on TikTok,
Yes. I saw 48,000 followers.
and multiple videos with over a milli. Um, different sponsored content, or not necessarily content, but things to feature in his videos, music, clothing, which is sweet too.
Yes. That's what I mean by he has just dude has style.
Yeah. Um, just
Bro's cooler than Guy Wright ever could have been.
super cool person too. I don't know how cool Guy Wright is
Just kidding. I
personally,
love Guy.
but just knowing Emmett now, talking to him a few times on the phone and watching his content, it's sweet. Uh,
It's super sweet.
but yeah,
Can't wait.
Emmett's on G2. Hopefully he'll just continue doing what he's doing is really all.
Hell yeah, dude. Y'all need to follow him on TikTok, follow him on socials because dude cranks out videos pretty much daily. Um,
KRREMMET.
I can't wait to get to know him. A new teammate, a new brother. We always welcome in awesome people. Thankful for that. And hopefully we can have him on the pod some weekend.
Yeah, I do think if there's a way for us to get him on the pod, that would be cool. Learn a little bit about Emmett, and
Amen. Hopefully we can get him in the Discord talking a little smizak to Dabs.
he's on Discord, but I forget for what.
Oh,
Uh,
that's fair.
I sent him the invite yesterday on his phone, but I don't know if he needed it on his computer. Um,
Totally fair.
but he was worried about the Druid and those WoW nerds. So
Bro, the Druid is dumb good.
yeah,
It's dumb good. I didn't expect it to feel so light on the string, but it is. It's perfect.
Matt, we
Hmm?
went over this.
What?
You don't have to talk about the yo-yos I didn't send you yet.
You released them.
I know. I
You
was
really?
just a bad joke. You have a Druid now,
I do have a Druid now, and she's beautiful.
and he can show it off because it's blue.
I think
Frost.
it's Pack Storm.
It's really close to Packstorm.
I opened it. That whole part of that video is edited
Well,
out, but what?
now that you have me thinking about it, I wonder if that was actually a. I don't know what I actually ordered on the blues in the wash. There's a chance that that was supposed to be Packstorm and was just an issue.
Yeah, I really thought it was
It's
Pack
blue, blue,
Storm.
clear, which is Pack Storm. Pack Storm has some purple in it that usually turns blue, but sometimes stays the dark purple. Um, wouldn't that just be? Yeah, see how dark that purpley blue is? It's not Pack Storm. It couldn't have been. I got well, it could have been. There's been worse mishaps.
I got geese all around me, bro.
Same.
Hey, how many you got? Not enough. Let me tell you, you ain't got enough.
Yeah, I don't
We should have just did 200 of those, bro.
know. Though there is a thought to be had of Like if I was going to just stock something for the store, what would the number be, you think?
I
Like if
don't know.
we have the Matt Mullins Agent series, and we're just like, sorry guys, no color variety. You can get it at gsquaredjays.com for now and for the next 6 months, basically. It's in stock now and always in stock.
I don't know because you're talking about a new model now. So that's
No,
going to
I'm just
be,
kind of the thought of just having a singular color that is always available. Do you think that that would kill the desire for it?
I think there's other factors that go into it,
I
but
only think that that's going to hurt the people that are would be collecting to not play it and use it. But if it's a banger colorway that people want to play and use, I think it would still work out and be popular. Like there's a small subset then of the community that wouldn't want it because it is a an unlimited colorway.
sure.
I don't know though.
It would make it, the availability would be nice for sure.
And well, there's no saying 100% that I could even do it because
Yeah.
guessing on that number is incredibly difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. We're joking about two,
The
maybe
Loadout
150,
Tuesday,
maybe 150.
the Loadout Tuesday was made to have yo-yos available, and
Right.
that has not fully happened. I mean, I like that they sell out every Tuesday. It's better to have stuff selling out than if I had 7 colors of Loadout available.
Bro, the Goose 1.5 is good enough that you could do a weekly drop. And that's me. I'm not bullshitting you. I have spent a lot of time with a Goose 1.5 in the last few weeks. I think it's just as good as anything else you're putting out. And I don't mean that disrespectful.
I
It's a
do.
wonderful yo-yo.
I think that like it could be the well, I personally I like excuse me the Loadout still a little more. Like I love the Loadout. Um,
Who doesn't? It's wonderful.
and I think that the Goose 1.5, its strong contender would be the Nessie 24.
That's a good one too.
The 1.5 plays more floaty, and the Nessie 24 plays a little more stable, a little more powerful.
That number thing's a hard thing to think about though, especially when you're talking about a new model. I just feel like a lot of people would have to have it.
Yeah, I don't know if, let's just say we did, it's Pack Storm, and
Talk dirty to me.
people, does that make it so when somebody new finds G2, they're happy to see the Pack Storm uh, Mongoose 3.0 available in the store? Um, I don't
I
know.
think so. I think so. I think it bridges gaps. It ends violence. It helps the world.
I don't know. It's a think tank idea, and do I even have time to mess with something
I
like that?
still don't like the idea. And this is just me being
We're
your
gonna have to talk
friend.
about
I just
bipods next time. Just
do
saying.
what?
Go ahead.
I just don't like the idea of you. If it does go wrong, you know what I mean? I don't. I wouldn't like that. Of course, I'd be sad about that.
Mystery
But
box.
we gotta gaggle. We gotta gaggle.
What's that?
I've learned it's a group of geese.
Oh, you don't
So
know my mystery box joke?
mystery box. Oh yeah, I
So
totally get
we
it. Do y'all
ordered
want to talk about that, or do
250.
you want to wait?
We ordered 250 Pack Storm Mongoose 3.0, and 175 of them have sold, and now no more have been moved for 2 months.
Oh yeah, I see where you're going with this now.
And then they just disappear from the site. And then 3 months later, there's a mystery box.
Yeah, that's not how you do things.
But that would be like the how, you know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
funny you actually do things the opposite way. You take the hottest colorway and usually put them in a mystery. So I just want to point that out.
Depends.
Berries and cream T52.
So like this was, and I think a lot of people had a really good idea on the model and maybe the colorway. So
Oh
this was
yeah.
a mystery. A brown with blasted raw rims, Arbiter X, AL7. it's no secret that the AL7 Arbiter XSS is one of my favorites. So a lot of people knew that that was going to be the Jake's mystery because I said it was something for me. Uh,
Right.
and a solid brown yo-yo is not necessarily for the masses. That's something that I wanted for my collection. I like the way it looks. It's clean, it's classy, um, and fits something I like to see. But yeah, I do. I don't know. I mix it up. I mix up the mystery boxes. I try not to do them as well. I don't really have dead stock, but um, mystery boxes are usually dead stock for people to just unload. So you can get some good deals if you like the stuff. But more importantly, before we go,
Okay.
I did want to discuss this Instagram channel I came across.
Okay.
Started following G2 Jakaroo. It got my attention.
Okay.
ASM Arkansas.
You're talking about my wife?
Dude,
Yeah.
let's get into some
She
news.
she really does. She really is a social media superstar. So I live here and she lets me live here and I'm thankful for that.
Did that sponsor come through?
No. Well, I know, dude, she just had somebody send her a whole bunch of free stuff. So I don't know.
So she has free stuff to make content with. It's not a paid.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of it.
Well,
Like it's
that's
pretty cool.
so good because you have
They
stuff to make content for free and grow.
So, with anything, like there's always equipment with stuff. So that she just, I mean, dude, it's crazy. She's very blessed. But dude, she spent a lot of time on it. She's worked her butt off on that. So I'm proud of her.
It's cool. It's
She told me that I guess it was 2 or 3 days ago, she said Rich followed her and then
okay.
Dabs followed her. And then she said, Jake just followed me. You can tell him he doesn't have to do that. So
So you had originally said she was making this account and had the sponsorship
or
stuff coming, and I hadn't seen the actual videos until
yeah.
the G2 Jakaroo.
Yeah, she just had somebody that was leaving the business, I guess, that was just wanting to move it on to someone they enjoyed.
And it is like my kids really enjoy those types of videos. It's not quite in the slime realm. I mean, if she could branch into slime,
Yeah.
my kids are all about the slime. But they're like satisfying texture, sound breaking of clumps of colored chalk. Is
It's
it that
so
like
funny. Like obviously when I was putting which I don't know if you know, but well, I know you actually don't know, but a very generous member of the G2 Nation has actually purchased something for the Trailer Park Studios here. So this is actually about to change. This is going to be gone.
so you should actually make that like you can make that a business, Trailer Park Studios, and it would be a way for you to, I don't know, help your taxes a little bit. But then you have to get an accountant, so that's a pain in the butt. So maybe don't do
Yeah.
that.
But this is about to change. But as I was
But I
getting
like that.
this,
It's gonna be green.
no, it's
What
gonna
is it?
be. I'll
You don't have to tell me. You can
I'll
keep.
send you the links to everything. But oh well, I don't know if you can tell, but he also got window film for my window, so I can control my lighting now whenever it is.
I mean,
So
you look really good today, so
this will be my lighting from now on. And no matter what time of day it is, I have darkness in the room now.
okay.
Um, but so we're as I was building this, she was building what she has built.
Are you gonna?
And so it was funny, we were looking at microphones around the same time. Obviously, way before I upgraded or was able to upgrade to this, she had a nice microphone outside, but covered in dust. I can't bring the dust inside. Funny story about that, real quick, before I let you go. The one of her packages was actually compensated by or compensate. I can't talk
Compensate?
by yeah by
Huh?
the sheriff's office one time because of the white powder. They thought it was cocaine,
Mhm.
or no, someone or it was that was delivered to someone else's house,
Oh, and
and
they
they
open it.
and they freaked out, thought it was cocaine. Called the sheriff's office. They come out there, they're like, "This ain't coke." I don't know what this is. They take it to the sheriff's office. I work for the county,
Mhm.
so I had to be the one pick it up from the county. So they always ask me now,
What
is this
is
your wife?
it?
Huh?
What is this, Matthew?
No, dude, I guess it's very common now. That's what I'll say. That these ASMR videos are very
They
common.
they blow up. So they were a like best way to make disposable or extra income in
Yeah.
2025 or 2024. And if you're consistent with it and making good content with lighting and sound, they once it's in your feed, you're just going to see them. So it gets to so many people. Like that is not a niche. That hits everybody, kids, adults across the board. Yo, we have a tiny niche. But what I,
Yeah, exactly.
how much thought does she think about like hand wise
A lot.
placement, and do I need to do my nails? Do I need to do
Oh no, I don't think she thinks like that. I think she puts a lot more. I'm about to look because I haven't seen actually how many. I mean, she's got 5,300 followers,
well,
but
that type of content, you're not getting followers. You're getting just views, and then you're in their algorithm.
right.
You don't need followers anymore. Like followers, it kind of died. Um,
Yeah.
but if you see the views that she's getting and likes, it's up there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty
Anything
incredible.
we're gonna get on yo-yo content.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
You
uh,
doubt it? Go check. I checked the numbers. She's getting more likes than we're getting anything on yo-yo.
oh, no, no, no. I thought you said we'll get there one day with our yo-yo
Oh
content.
no
I
no
said
no no
I
no
doubt it.
no. She's getting way more.
No, her, I mean, 2,000, 3,000 likes is what
Yeah,
we're talking on
yeah.
most of our
It only
posts.
takes one to blow up and hit the millie.
Yeah. So I'm very proud of her. I mean, you got to keep in mind she's raising two babies, me, the mayor of our city, and doing that.
She is the hottest growing Instagram account. Is she on TikTok? Does she get more traction over there?
I don't really know. I haven't looked at her TikTok in a while, but I'm sure it's similar.
I was gonna say the TikTok is definitely the spot to grow.
She is going to be so thrilled that we're talking about this.
Hey, I this that type of stuff I really like. I was deep into the idea of how to do your socials until the algorithms changed that it just wasn't going to work for Yo-Yo for me. And,
Right.
you've got to do just stuff I don't want to do. You know what it is.
Yep.
And so now, whatever. Now I don't think about the actual implications of posts or anything. Now I just do it.
Well, and that's also why a lot of people get burnt out.
Yeah, but my brain's wired to like that.
Yeah.
There's a path to growth, follow that path, put in the work, and then that path changed, and it was I know the path that's there, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to go on that path.
Your path has to be you have to be willing to change every day if you need to.
Yeah, and yeah, put in the work to that path. You can't complain about it. You have to just adjust and do it, or decide not to.
Praise God.
Um, all right,
All right.
7075 geese on three.
Hey, it's time,
One, two,
baby.
three. 7075 geese.
7075. Hoot hoot. Love y'all.